Good afternoon, fellow students and teachers. My name is Kelly Moore, and today I will be giving you my commemorative speech on one of the best days of my life. Many of you may be able to think of a great memory in your mind that you will never forget. For some, it may be a tragedy. For some, it may be a joyous moment. If I were to ask for someone what is something that you will never forget about your life, one person would say it was when they won the state championship for their school. Another may say when they were married or had a child. Even one would say that they graduated from college or they started in the career that they've always wanted to work in. And even though those are beautiful things and some of my very own desires myself, that was not what was the greatest moment of my life. Surely I desired to win a state championship for my high school, and I wanted to get a degree in my profession. I wanted to get married and go off and do great things in life. And I thought that life was surrounded as a success by those things. I believed at one point in my life that when I achieved those things I just mentioned, that I would be successful in life. But after getting those things, there was still a void in my life that was not being fulfilled by success in school, success in career, or success with marriage or kids. There was a bigger void there where I desired to learn purpose. I wanted to know what my purpose was in life. And I began to seek those answers out because I realized that those answers couldn't be found in paychecks. They couldn't be found in materialistic things. I began to have a yearning and a desire to want to know, why was I here? What was I meant to do here? What are all of us meant to do? There has to be more than the monotonous getting up in the morning, going to work with the same routine. I sought out these answers, and with the people that were around me, they were able to give me these answers. It's amazing because at the same time that I was thinking these thoughts and transitioning, there were different people in my life, such as my mother and my church family, who were coming to me and letting me know that there was a greater purpose behind living. There was a greater purpose behind getting up every morning. And they began to infiltrate and they began to deposit things in me to tell me that Jesus loved me, that he wanted me to have a much better life than I was living, one that was filled with joy and with peace. And though I didn't understand it, the information started to resonate in my mind, and I started to think about it. And then I began to read about it, different people's experiences and their testimonies. And so I can say that after much prompting and much reading, and my desire began to grow even more, there was one Sunday evening where this great change happened in my life. And I can almost attest it to an experience like that of Saul, who was converted to Paul on his road to Damascus, because he was on his way doing his own thing, minding his own business, when all of a sudden he had an experience with the Lord that shaped the outcome of his life forever. And though mine is not nearly as dramatic as Paul was, I too was just riding along on my way, just doing things that I wanted to do, and I just all of it began to rush towards me, what people were telling me, what I had seen others experience, and it's just like the Lord spoke to me and told me that that was enough. And so just riding along in my car, I began to just get rid of things off my life, and I went to a lady, which is my grandmother, who was a great prayer warrior. And I went to her and I got down on my knees in front of her, and I let her know that I wanted her to lay her hands on me, as I had seen her do many others before, that I wanted a different change in my life. And she laid her hands on me and prayed for me, and I can truly say that from that day to this day, I've never been that. I look on life different. I look on the things that are different. I just don't see the world the same anymore. I see love now as a way to reach people, and that there are a lot of hurting people out here just as I was hurting. So now the greatest day of my life was the day that I gave my life over to Jesus, and I love it because now I can go out and tell others that there is a greater purpose for your life, and it's found in Jesus Christ. Thank you.